It is what it is. So, just to recap what happened, I think we had one baby. Yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Ha 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 ha. Of course. I think we had one baby. Yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Ha 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 ha. Hello, my name is Abby Russell. This is my 100 Baby Challenge. Grace. So just to recap what happened, we had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Ha 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 ha. Of course. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Ha 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 ha. Of course. I think we had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha, of course. And then Remy is pregnant with Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Ha 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 ha. Of course. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha. Of course. Ha 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 ha. Hello, gamers. Hello. We are just about to get started. I will be getting started shortly. Sorry, I'm turning on my light. And then I'm gonna grab a glass of water and then we'll just get going. How does that sound to everyone? Good, I hope. Oop. They're gonna go? I wonder. I set up some alerts thing for... I don't know why it's not going through. Anyway, New Jack City subscribed for 24 months, thank you, and says, hello, can't think of anything funny, I'm just getting out of work. Now wondering how long this message can be. I think it can be pretty long, but thank you. You don't have to think of anything funny. You can just be here and that's enough. Interesting lesson for me to learn. I'm sure a lot of other funny people out there understand that. You know, feeling the expectation of always having to be funny. But sometimes you gotta be sincere. Now I really value sincerity. Anyway, speaking of sincerity, I'm sincerely thirsty. Woo! So I will see y'all very soon. Goodbye. I'm here. Hello. I'm in my sweater. It's finally starting to feel like fall in Los Angeles. Well, it felt like fall this morning, and now I think it's feeling more warm again. But I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Ooh, sorry, I've got the like hiccup burps. You know those? All right, before we get started, the OP Games has been kind enough. The OP Games treats me great. They have very fun games, board games that I really enjoy. They also have great puzzles. And as you know, I'm a puzzle influencer. So, I wanted to show you what they sent me. They sent me The Witcher, which honestly looks like probably a very hard puzzle. Love to hit enter accidentally. Me too. It. Anyway, this looks like a hard puzzle, but I bet it's fun. OP puzzles are genuinely very fun. They have one that, and the pieces are also good quality. They're all really affordable, and the pieces are good quality, which sometimes for affordable puzzles you genuinely don't get. So I really do like OP puzzles. Zelda, another one that looks so hard. They really sent me all these hard ones. Here is a sky. It's a lot of sky, you know. Similar color puzzles are hard, but a great game and a great puzzle. Okay, next up. This one I'm excited about. Gudetama. I love Gudetama. I think it's so fun. And look, he's sleeping on a little bread roll. And there's a clock that's a kiwi, which you can't really see, but you can see on this backside. A clock that's a kiwi for some reason. He's got a little octopus guy that's like one of those hot dog octopuses. It's like a pet. And like an onigiri in the shape of a soccer ball for some reason. Also, I don't know if y'all can see, but you can see this guy's butt. Look at his little butt. I love that. I love Gudetama. Gudetama is a personal hero of yours. I can see why. And then finally, is this a Hello Kitty puzzle? Yes, a Hello Kitty and Friends, but it's like, I guess it has this little dude, which is why I was like, is this Hello Kitty? I know it's Hello Kitty adjacent, but 1,000-piece puzzle. All these look fun. But I genuinely love, there's an OP puzzle that I highly recommend. It's not like the fun IPs, well, depending on how you think about fun IPs. It is the USPS stamps puzzle, and it is just a genuinely fun puzzle. Like, on paper, you're like, I don't know, would this be fun? And then it's really fun. Just the layout's really good. It's like you move through it. I really like that one. You know what? I'll just go grab the box. Why not? That one OP Games also sent me. So give me 2 seconds. And I'll show it off, all right? I'm not even going to put on the thing. Just a minute. Okay. Good news. I got it. USPS puzzle. Highly recommend. Stamps of the 80s. Very fun. And I stubbed my toe very badly on the way over, and it still hurts. Whew, this hurts. I'm hoping I didn't break it, but time will tell. I'll let you know how swollen it is at the end of our stream. Before we get started, I'm going to turn on my fan. Finish the OP Godzilla puzzle. Ooh, fun. That sounds great. I'll be right back. Oh, nice. Good stamps. Okay. Let me plug in my fan. Anyway, sometimes it's fun coming into streams with just the most chaotic energy possible. And I think I just broke my toe immediately before the stream, is chaotic. I'm hopeful it's not broken. I don't know how you would know if it was broken. It's not getting too swollen yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I would love it I wouldn't love it if postal workers had to solve a puzzle, but I do love puzzles, and I also love postal workers. Let's play Disco Elysium. It's syncing with the cloud. Okay. Playing. Boop. Gonna take your final PhD exam today. Nice! Congrats, General Jackass. General Dr. Jackass. Well, that's very exciting. I've been I think this happens to a lot of people who are unemployed, but I'm like, should I go back to school? Should I get my PhD? Should I become a doctor? It'd be interesting. I'd love to study psychology. I find psychology Very, very interesting. Be curious what your PhD is in. Which professional title precedes the other? I think this is a great question. And I don't know the answer. I feel like I gotta make sure the audio is well balanced. I feel like it's been a little funny, so. I'll leave it as is for right now, but you let me know if it sounds bad or weird. I will say, I think maybe I played a little bit off stream. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I played too much. I've been exploring this area. There's like a woman I talked to on a dock. This old woman here is like, you can stay in my place for free. And I'm like, okay. Because I can't afford to continue to stay at the what's it called. And then I talked to these kids, and then Kim was like, do you really want to talk to them? And I was like, I guess I don't. Abby? What? Okay. Well, let's talk to them. Congrats everyone for everything. I don't know why the alerts aren't working, so I'm sorry about that. I think it's because, I don't know, Twitch had something about alerts. It's like, you can do alerts within Twitch now. And I wonder if it turned off the alerts for my OBS. I'll look into it later. You studied physics. Wow, cool. Kind of why I went back, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're not fully committed. I only just pulled through. Well, I'm glad you got through. Physics is fascinating. I loved watching those, like, different levels of explanation for, like, I think they're Wired videos. They had one for, like, gravity and black holes. And they talk about sort of the intuitiveness of physics, and I found it fascinating.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Okay.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Okay. Who's Abigail?
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Tell which friends?
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me?
Alright, well.
Don't call Abigail.
Interesting. What do y'all have to say?
Hey, Tequila!
Okay.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
I must know these guys because I'm also a drunk. I'm gonna shake his hand.
So what's happening?
Wait.
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like
All
it's
fairly intuitive
obviously
until
your
it becomes
name.
really hard to
Like you called someone
Maths.
Billy Brunel
British.
or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
I'm gonna say people call me a cop. I'm getting used to it.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker? Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Okay. Also General Jackass. Dr. General Jackass. Just curious. I would love to know what you're planning on doing with your degree. I'm always fascinated when people do with
Idiot Doom
PhDs.
Spiral, huh?
Like,
This is bound
are
to
you
be a
gonna continue to
good,
study,
high-concept
as in like
conversation.
research?
At
You gonna
last.
teach? Just curious. Meaning to play this game for so long. I have mixed feelings on it, but overall I'm enjoying it. I want to solve the mystery. I do think, this is my prediction, it might not be true, but I'm going to do my prediction on things of what I think is going to happen. I think that our friend here killed them. I think that's part of the amnesia thing, but if that is the case, I think I'll be upset. Anyway, Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good high concept conversation at last. I guess, what do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Yeah, trying to give it another chance. I mean, yeah, at the time I was like, this is not for me. And then with Giant Bomb, you play so many games back to back to back that it was like, I hopped off of it. And then people also yelled at me about it, which quite frankly, if you want someone to like a game you like, Don't yell at them
Please.
about that. That will never make them
Please
like your name
don't
more.
call.
Okay, we won't call
we're
Abigail.
drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
I'm Tequila Sunset.
It's you. We've met before. Don't you remember?
Maybe?
Maybe. You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be.
Yeah.
Tequila sunset. Something
gonna say,
ominous there.
Go ahead. I'm gonna say, well, I'll do foreboding.
You think you feel bad now. Wait till you've heard the story.
Oh,
No. You need the wisdom.
All right, go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
I also think this game is much better with the voiceover. I don't think it had the voiceover when I was first playing it, and
You
it was
got
just
here on
so
Friday
much reading.
to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them.
It is.
Want to work for one of those companies that study the equipment we're using, or a tech company that's lots of R&D, research and dedication, research and dingleberries, research and dogs. Can't imagine if you're trying to play through it fast. It's that much reading. It's hard to enjoy. Yes, absolutely. Dally Bean, not Daily Bean, says, "Let's disco, baby." Thank you for the 33 months on a 32-month streak. Thank you very much. Sorry the alerts are not alerting. We miss Kurthy, but I am hopeful
Does
she'll be
that
back.
sound like something
I feel like
you
every so
do?
often things get
Yeah,
updated on like Twitch or in the alert box, and it just gets a little funny. But hopeful I'll restart the computer and it'll work. When I played it, it first came out, and the actual voice VA is pretty off-putting for me. But different strokes. I think that's fair. I like it. I also like it because you can skip over it. So, like, if I'm playing alone, I usually get the gist, and, like, I can read faster than they talk. But it's still, I don't know, there's something about the voiceover that makes me not just feel like I'm just sitting here reading for 3
The
hours.
lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere
Voices
on
gives
the
the characters.
plaza,
I agree.
followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking?
Okay, well, we know this. I
The
already put this
billboard.
together.
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears.
Okay, naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed.
Okay, continue.
Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. The time hath come! So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things! After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. Like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Say my real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them...
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct.
If you only knew.
Did I mention losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Sure. I guess. I don't know if I want to ask this question, but...
You were pretty vague about it, but you can...
Please, don't open that door.
Okay, well, that hurt.
No one's fucked me. I do the fuck.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, you told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping there.
No specifics, though. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time.
I
And
guess
that you
the
didn't
body
need
was dead when I
anyone
got
to
here,
do it.
so...
You're doing it solo
wasn't me.
now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
I guess we're talking about
Yeah,
politics?
you kept talking about how the coal mine owners... I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve. You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop.
I'm sorry,
And
cop.
for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller.
All right.
Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar. You might get scammed here.
I'm gonna say I feel it's gonna cost me a lot.
No, the reality of the situation requires a rather modest contribution.
What do you need?
Booze.
Oh.
Did you already forget our party? So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral?
Yeah.
Classy.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call that.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder slash junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. I used the
Have you been doing the
profits
sober
from my
run?
agency
Yes.
to finance what I called a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Did the jogging
It
help?
did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
Okay.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office.
Edible underwear
I
is
could
made out
wait
of,
out
like,
the storm
fruit
there.
leathers, right? Just curious. I don't want to get too personal here. But eating plus sexy times, just, I don't think I need to mix those, you know?
But when I reached my office, I remembered that
Wasn't
I'd
expecting
asked
to hear
one
about
of
them
my
in 2:30 in the
producers
afternoon.
to change the
Fair
locks
enough.
that day.
There is a
And
strap-on
since I
joke
hired only
in
the best,
80 for Brady, and
he'd
I think
already
it's
done
one of
it,
the funniest
and
jokes in
I
any
couldn't
movie I've
weigh
seen
in.
all year. I freaking love that joke so much. I think it's so funny. And now every time I have a fanny pack, I call it my strap-on.
Anyway, long story short,
80 for Brady is a
life
stupid movie, and I love it
spiraled
so
out of
much. I think it's
control.
perfect.
I haven't gotten
Like, it
into
doesn't
my
have to go as
apartment
hard
for
as it did,
years, and
is
my
what I'll say.
girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Okay, so you just... Why couldn't you just get a locksmith? This feels like a easy to solve problem. All right, Aaron Emily, thank you for subscribing. My alert box is being a little funny today. So with the grandmas who love Tom Brady, exactly.
So,
I don't know if I would
now
like
you've
Bottoms.
heard my
I've heard it's
tragic
like
tale.
mostly improvised, and I
What do
don't
you think?
typically like movies that are
Like nothing you've ever
mostly
heard, huh?
improvised. But other people are excited about it, and people like it, so maybe we should check it out. Have I seen Coherence? No. What do I think? Nothing like you've heard, huh? I feel like there's some steps missing. I'm gonna say I feel like there's some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
Wild thriller that's improved. The movie is a wild thriller that's improved. Oh, improvised. What? And I really like it. Okay, interesting. Can't say increase my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. Let's say on the bright side, you got a cool story.
Yeah, maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years, but what matters is that it's true to my subjective experience. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you.
Truly, he has the soul of an artist.
Be seeing
You too, Tequila Sunset.
All right, well, ain't it sad?
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Good to see you too.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
I'm tempted by the cigarettes because that is in my list. But in the hell slot, I might buy cigarettes. I'm gonna say, why does the bottle of spirits cost so
See,
much?
friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
I'm just
You
not.
know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you think is funny?
This guy. Oh, this is medicinal spirits, the good stuff. I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
I'm gonna put coherence in a different tab so I don't forget about it. Movie. Okay. Back to business.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
Something?
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me £4 to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame for taking money for the service they provide? I say, okay, how?
The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila. What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Can I smell it first?
Yeah. Be careful. It's extremely flammable.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tea. In all fairness, that might be attributed to the retrograde amnesia.
So, what's
I
the
got a
deal,
failure on
friend?
pain
Want the
threshold.
spirits or not?
I kind of want to say yes because I think it's an interesting thing to have. It might be useful later. I don't want to drink it. You know what I mean? Like, I gave the wine to him. Might be useful. I'm gonna say not
So what do
really.
you want then?
His tone is aggressive.
Uh-oh.
The alcohol boiling his blood causes the agitation. It burns.
Okay.
Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else gonna give you a price like that. Had to let life squeeze you to get that, huh?
Yep.
Sure, friend. People are just so impatient these days. So that'll be 3 real from your pocket to mine. And at this price, you're
All right.
practically robbing. Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Great. Quite the business
Oh.
venture.
The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and you see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I got everyone on my hook.
The hook? Where is it? I can't see it.
Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy, it's the people.
I will buy a
My
pack of
kind of
cigarettes.
guy.
I still
Here
need money.
you go, friend. In the civilized
for-
world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Okay. Interesting. I don't... Oh, I see. Fascinating. Okay. Maybe because I got the spirits. This makes me want to remove the tie. I packed it in your hand. Also do the rest. Okay. I do need to get the dice. I need like 10 bucks, I think. And I picked up quite a bit of bottles. Here's my... Oh, it's full of bottles. Just know that.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair, people. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off.
Let's just do it. Intellect raised. Interesting.
You feel something in your chest.
Oh, shit.
An unnatural pressure. It's spread into your left arm. Your
Help.
yeah. Screaming isn't. There's no. Cop suffers.
I
final
can't
heart
heal.
Attack. A detective lieutenant.
All right. That's very annoying. We're gonna have all those conversations again, but we can blow through them. Okay. We're gonna try and have the same conversations again. Because what else are we gonna do? Why are we going the long way around? Oh, hurry up. That was annoying, to say the least. That's fine. Hurry up.
The noxious.
Don't you call her? Yeah? Uh-huh.
You're not. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your.
Don't
Oops, no, you.
Hey, good to see. So what's happening? Yeah,
He says it good. These people know your true name.
it's good. Sadly,
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh?
What do you guys do
we
around here?
play.
okay. So now it's it's
the
you.
sunset.
We've met before.
Maybe?
Maybe
Tequila. Tequila Sunset. Something.
you think you feel bad.
No, no.
Go ahead.
Let me take it.
Sorry,
Hey,
Mom.
you got here. Word on the.
It is. Does that's the lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's.
What
It was a
happened then?
late one moment.
Do you?
Naturally loud noises. Anyway,
Naturally?
sound what we so natural. The time hath come for tequila.
Say nothing?
When we recognized, we asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you
My real name's
know
Harry.
how they're.
Wow. That's quite a story.
Yeah,
If you only knew.
you were.
Please.
No one's fucked.
Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful to be. Beside, in retrospect, you told us
It's more like
no specifics, though. Yeah,
A lot of
it's not meant as a joke.
yeah. I didn't agree with you, by the way. You also kept pausing. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking. It depends.
The gleam, you might get scammed here.
Booze. So, classic.
Hey, Spiral.
Don't call her.
Shut up. I developed the paradigm. It
joking.
did. But now, one day I left.
His eye.
So I was halfway done with my. I made my. Naturally, the ouch. So I made my way across. I wish people are.
Heavy is the.
Just then, I experienced a moment of. But when I. Anyway, so now you've heard my tequila.
That's
why
missing.
didn't you?
Well, I can't say it increased my faith in the.
Hell of a
Yeah.
story.
But what matters?
Truly, he has the soul of an artist.
Okay. Be
You
seeing ya.
too.
Okay, let's do a save. I won't smoke the cigarette. Still gonna buy both things. So they did the first time.
Good
Let's
to
stick with
see
our
you, friend.
choices. Do you
So
too?
what do you want? I got smokes. They're
Uh,
cheap. See, friend, it's real valuable. You know
He's finding it.
what?
Keep him talking.
This guy.
Where'd you get it?
I got one that didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure.
Sounds
It was
dangerous.
those arseholes. Those are the idiot.
How?
Like two I already sold to these fine gentlemen here.
I'm gonna say
But
yes.
3 real.
That's a much more reasonable price right there.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Okay.
My kind of guy. Here you go, friend.
Business
Oh.
venture.
The system. You see, bought cigarette.
The hook. Where is it? I can't.
Like you're on your own hook too.
In the civilized.
All right. Let's do another little save. I'm not gonna smoke. I do need to go back to what's it called for the guitar place. Guitar, is that what it is? Okay, I kind of want to take my tie off. Oh, good, I already did. Okay. Never saw the heart attack happen or something else. Let's walk on this.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. An empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt First laid is grey
This
already.
was going well.
A row of tenements
Making
are under
progress.
construction
I'm on day 3.
in the distance. A tub warm with water, white with soap. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away. Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The wind moves the aerosol.
Ooh, level
A
up.
detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
Well, okay then. I don't have anything more to think about right now. I want better health. Is that a thing I can do? Healthy organs. That's what I want. Damage -1. If I level this up, will I have more physical health? I don't like feeling like I'm on the verge of dying all the time. Oh, Ozzy and Boots, thank you. Sorry, the notification's not working. 17 and going strong. I appreciate it. Okay, people are saying yes, so I'm going to level that up. I don't have anything I need right now. And this feels useful. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Hey. All right. Let's go check out the map. We haven't been to the church yet. I think we are like vibing around here. So let's go on the boardwalk. I haven't gone into these places yet, but I guess I can. Feel safe and warm, not like outside. Like a child.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Oh, armored gloves.
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones.
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can... Yes! I am. Little Lily. That's nice. My mum is great. She's never angry or anything. Yes. They don't want to play with me. They look the same. They look identical.
Where's the bird? Thing you're holding. Hold on, sorry.
It's a grouse.
You might be able to
I got
get
a
on
text
God's good
message,
side
a
if you
business
replace the
text
broken
message.
skewer you almost
I'm
certainly
gonna take a
broke.
quick break. I'll be right back, okay? Gotta handle this. See you soon. I'm an important business person now. it is what it is. So, just to recap what happened, I think we had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course, ha 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 ha, of course. I think we had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course, ha 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 ha. Hello, my name is Abby Russell. This is my 100 Baby Challenge. Grace? So, just to recap what happened, we had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course, ha 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 ha, of course. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course, ha 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 ha, of course. I think we had one baby, yes, with the Joker, ha 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 ha, of course. And then Remy is pregnant with Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. Linguini Alfredo's baby from Ratatouille. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha, of course. Ha 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 ha, of course. We had one baby, yes, with the Joker. Ha 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 ha, of course. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm coming back. I tried to fix Nightbot to have Grace and everything, but I don't think I saved some properly. Nightbot. Let's see if I can fix. Login Nightbot. Okay, we're doing a quick fix. Commands. Custom. Everything's in default commands? I'll have to look into it anyway, because I definitely updated some, and they're looking updated. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna have one more follow-up, but for now, we're gonna keep moving. Is there a separate Nightbot page for automated messages? Good question. Okay, let's get back to the game. All right, so Grouse, we're able to get on guard's good side if I replace the broken. What? What's it for?
I don't know.
Okay.
She twirls the furry doll around in the air, giggling happily. All right, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
No, I could ask her. What's the thing you're holding?
It's Lammy.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly,
Hey,
has
pleased to
Lammy
meet you.
usually doesn't like strangers. But you're
Twins.
yeah, they look
I'm gonna ask
they
about the bird
look
again.
identical. Yes, that's nice.
All right,
My
well,
mom is great. She's never angry. Bye.
guess I just can't get the bird. I'm okay if that one guy doesn't like me, you know what I mean? Okay, one final text for right now. Okay. Back to business. Okay. I don't want to steal this bird from this child, so I'm not going to. Let's just leave. Find the sandcastle. Bobby went in there. Run! I've been replaying Red Dead Redemption 2. That game is good.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in
Seems
such
fun.
decrepitude.
I like when I say something a little bit ridiculous and he goes along with it.
The walls and floors give way to the
Ooh.
giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then.
Right. I can wear them if I wanna. Well, that's fun. We're just gonna keep them on for now.
As you fold your fingers into a fist, your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
This is just to protect me from harm.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you.
Study
Remember,
it.
this is a highly specialized
fun.
kinetic redistributor meant to
We
stop
don't have
bullets.
the means
Wear it.
to unlock this yet,
Observe
but-
its for the day you have to fight someone covered in this.
All right. Well, fair enough. Okay. Okay. Let me save really quick. Quick save. This is my room. I don't know if there's a separate Nightbot page for automated messages. There's like custom and not custom. How's the sound? I'll look
door
into the
has seen
automated.
better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off
Timers,
due to
maybe?
the salt and wind
Ah,
from the
yes,
sea.
timers.
Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Okay. Fixing. These are the ones that needed to be fixed anyway. Okay. Okay. Should be updated. Back to business. Okay. Let's unlock.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Okay, great.
The key turns with a satisfying click.
That's nice. I don't want to like end the day or anything, but it seems like he's more just like, you do what you need to do in your little shack here, and I'll leave you be. I'm very satisfied here. Floorboards Creek. Okay, what do we got?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it.
Okay, well, let it be for now.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin. The water reflects back a vague image of your
I would
face.
like to shave,
Nose
but
bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining
I
the
might hurt
eyes and
myself.
forehead.
We're gonna save, but we are gonna try shaving. Should we do a prediction? We'll look at this first, but let's do a prediction to see if I will pass, the shave check. And come out with a new jacket. Anything plus hand-eye coordination, you think? Want to pass the shave check. Man, what a look. No gloves. We're going for visual. For style. So I always like the bonuses. Did I pay for the damages? Yes, I did. But I can't afford to pay their fees every night.
On the table, you see a bowl of water,
Heck,
a
no
rough soap,
bonuses.
and next to it, a small hand mirror.
I think this
A
could cut
straight
me.
razor soaks inside the wash basin.
I did not sell Kim's car thing. I didn't know I had to. Or that was an option. I asked the rich lady for money and she gave it to me. Okay, ready?
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap
Looks different,
to
right?
remove all that unkempt hair. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it.
You
chilly.
believed. Nice.
They feel so smooth,
Oh,
surprisingly
awesome.
so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you.
Was
The
it
water
right call?
reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. You almost look like a professional.
Oh, wow. Okay, there it is. Jesus. I leave. Oh, fun. Wonder if Kim will be appreciative. All right.
Yes?
So, I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
I know. Stunning, right?
I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the... Either way, good on you. You were...
Okay, well, let's get the smile gone. It's raining now. It's weird to think that some people have gotten rid of their grin immediately, but not me. We're stuck with it. Okay. Give me the money. go up here? Oh, we can. Feels like the dock. Let's look at this first, and then we'll talk to them who are also looking at this.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Yeah. Makes you think. Power box charges nothing. Oh, this is the guy!
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with. You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez?
What?
I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks. Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Graft.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it.
What?
But why?
Why are you so fascinated?
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building. What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical. And Feld, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics movement.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Look at the
It
building.
looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass.
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development.
Research and
They don't
development.
use it anymore.
It wasn't research and dingleberries.
You're
Who would've
probably more
known?
familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial
Exactly,
ink
yes,
cartridge
research
and
and dingleberries.
ferrotape
Thank you.
manufacturer remains. They
Glitch in the
started
matrix,
out as a
I know.
midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve. It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer, which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet. Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
Happened to the company people.
Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here.
He means that the boys got shot by the communists. The boys were
I'm not gonna
bourgeois.
talk to. We're not saying this to Mikhail.
Tape computers.
What'd the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape
They
computers?
used them for military communications. What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year '02. It's a beautiful piece of text,
Hello,
actually. A
THAC0.
singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to River Scholl on her political concept album, Vom Beseer dans le Lind. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried
Let
to.
this kid
Someone was much too
find
interested
their
in
own
worms
interests.
to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
Tape computers.
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Womty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised
what
the same
now, Center?
questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Hughes joined the team.
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in
Good.
the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And
The Womty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels.
Say, Kim,
That's why the
you
head
making this
curator...
up?
In fact, I'm not. The
can
Womty
think
Dumpty Dum
about it.
Center
Right.
is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was
Okay,
saying,
I
the
kinda don't
device
care about the
itself
tape
was
computers, my
very
man.
elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution.
made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionary setting fire to this precious device. Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the Felt Playback Experience, but those are incorrect.
THAC0, old D&D reference. Nice, cool. THAC0 is how D&D calculated damage and armor differences. Oh, that's cool. Why did revolutionaries destroy it?
Who knows?
It's a nightmare.
Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but
A pleasure wheel?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Wouldn't we all, Kim?
yes, to lure in their star engineers. But of course, what else?
Thanks for all the
No,
interesting
thanks to
info.
you.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Letting... Yeah, well, that's fine. Well, that's fun. Alright. I want to talk to our man on the beach. I want to make sure I get back in time. 1, for my dice, and 2, purchase. I want to sell my bottles and buy my dice. You know? On the cages. Hey, your wife's looking for you, my man.
Here we go. Nice and easy.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting.
Who's there? Oh, the police.
Is that the police? Why are the police here?
Don't worry, Gary. To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your
Well,
appearance.
Lena sent me.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the A81.
I'm gonna withhold the whole story.
Oh, good. We should really be getting back.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Go to the first one.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find.
Makes it
Good
so hard
question.
to find.
Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. And I suspect it may have also developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators. All scientists, it's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, but I cannot describe how these defenses work.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this
How
phasmid.
big's the
I'm
phasmid?
expecting it to be quite
Oh,
giant.
lovely.
One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
We're gonna think about the... I'm gonna do this one. Internalize. Back to business. Forearm. Okay. Seems so interested in the stick bug. Doesn't seem as colorful as some of the other cryptids.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of my, of any, cryptozoologist's career. Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
Second playthrough? Mostly first playthrough. I played a little bit of the beginning, but not...
I know
never got
it's
past day
real.
1. Alright.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure
There,
pursuit of
Jenkum,
scientific
indeed.
advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Nina says there's a sighting.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
I'm gonna say it's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite
Nice.
cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick.
You designed the trap?
Yes,
How do they work?
simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. Locusts.
I did get the body
Nearly
plan, yes.
all known phasmids
We
are
worked
herbivores,
with the big
of
racist
course.
guy and he brought it. I didn't
We've
subscribe to his
hypothesized
racism,
that the
but the union
Insulindian
leader dude
phasmid
was like,
might
I'll make him do
occasionally
it for you.
prey on other insects.
But the first time I played it, I just shot it down immediately and it was fine.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
Carnivorous stick insect.
Thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism.
Okay.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Yes. What?
She seems pretty
And I'm
good
eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not.
Come on, she wants us back.
Won't let Lena down. Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the phasmid
I
son.
didn't know it was so important to leave.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it.
Wow.
A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers. Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask
I
her
will.
about it.
Suffice to say, It's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
I'm gonna say I understand.
Good. A good quality to have. Both for a police officer and an experimental zoologist.
I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check them for
I
you?
didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
I don't want to call it shit, but I do like being like, I'm hooked. I'm gonna say they're very similar.
Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail,
Where are
and
the
there
traps?
are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
The pursuit of knowledge is its own justification.
If you think it's important, you have been right before.
What do we do if there's
Bring
a
it to
phasmid?
me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
What if I encounter
That's
in the wild?
highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Lay it on me.
Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Right.
All right.
Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp.
If it's
Alright.
more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
How'd you
I've
become a
just always
cryptozoologist?
liked animals and puzzles. Searching
Alright,
for
childhood
it's
dream.
not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often.
Why not just be a zoologist?
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition.
Oh, whoops,
Everyone
sorry.
does.
Let's say profession just like any other.
Indeed. My methods do not differ from other scientists.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
Anything truly surprising ever
No,
happened?
as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid. Although I have covered
What evidence do
everything
you
from
use?
forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid.
I want to believe so bad. I
He's
want to find a
interested in
phasmid.
things that people believe that scientists don't.
Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places.
All right, thanks for explaining.
Yes,
So what specific
Right.
cryptids?
We would have to discuss. He wants to say, but decides against it. You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
I'm gonna say I know about the most dangerous cryptid.
formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
They know.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
Get out of here.
But we're not get out of anywhere. The dread moose is a widely reported cryptid from Arda. It subsists entirely on flesh. and has even been known to dig up fresh graves in
Attack people?
human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves.
What does it look like?
Just like an ordinary Arden moose.
You can tell it was ordinary the dread kind.
You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify.
A moose that looks like any other moose. What's going on here? He's kidding, right?
I'm 100% behind this.
Of course you do.
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. Sightings in Vasa, reaching back 4 centuries.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's simply my training to question things.
Understood, Lieutenant.
I know about the biggest cryptid.
That's impressive, I guess. But have you seen it with your own eyes?
No.
Of course you haven't.
Have you seen
I
it?
haven't had a chance to travel to Coco North. No. And I likely never will. I fear this mindless barbarism may have wiped out the elusive creature entirely.
Yes. Sightings of mirages are constant. A mirage is a constant phenomenon that people have no time to report when a war is going on. It remains unclear what this has got to do with you seeing it, as he was inquiring before. He was just being defensive.
A willow person. It's a long story. One,
Willow people? Not at all.
they're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees. They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. You probably have. Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow dashing through the grove. I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field.
A lavender shadow.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic.
He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable.
Lena setting the phasmid.
Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting. I see you've been talking about cryptids with Lena. The kind green ape is one of her favourites.
A warm
Nice.
wave passes him. Of course, the kind green ape is her favorite.
We travelled to South Safra to look for it once. Gary and I got stuck in a rainstorm though, and had to spend most of our time there in a little village. The search was fabulously unsuccessful, but the people were very nice. I'm glad
It's
they
your
didn't
question, Cold
understand
Gregory.
what
I'm
Gary
overall
was
liking the
saying
game.
about 'em.
I want to know about the mystery. I like moving forward. I like the conversations, I guess. I do think the game especially front loads with just like cynical things, let's say. So I don't always love the writing, but overall I really enjoy the game.
What? South Safra?
Really? You kept complaining about how dirty everything is.
They're a nascent culture.
This feels not true.
I just didn't feel
'Cause
comfortable.
the one I know
And
about
Let's change
the
the
one check the
topic,
traps
okay?
is
Talk about your critters.
Cold Mama
or
Doc.
whatever.
I wish you would let me talk about. Tell me about a cool cryptid.
No offence, officer,
Ooh,
but I'm not
okay.
much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask me.
I did.
Not a people person. Unless
Alright,
by
enough
all
tales then.
means.
I'll get going. Okay.
Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center.
This was a quick thought, so.
You're at home, stupid cop. Not with the art crowd. You hate them. Everyone hates them. Even they hate themselves. It's nauseating. an industry built on sprezzatura and sparkling
I
wine.
noticed what the game calls
And,
Gary in the
let's be
dialogue
honest,
screen.
tax evasion
Which one's
schemes.
Gary?
The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center is the heart of this unholy
That her husband?
symbiosis of aesthetics and tax optimization. And now that you've internalized it, you can have a piece too.
The younger guy. No. What did it call him? -2 to suggestion. Oh, dang it. Passives give plus an XP, plus 2 real. Oh, I can get money. Alright. -2 to suggestion. I'm pretentious now. Alright, now my favorite thing. I feel like I'd rather be poor and not pretentious. I might forget this one. I don't have enough skill. I have to use a skill point to forget it? Ugh. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I do want to learn about the armor. This feels... Well, that's fun. Okay, let's check on some traps. I'm gonna do these last, right? Crypto-fascist? That's what they call him? Oh, actually I did notice that, but not enough to really notice, you know? Did I talk to him directly, probably? What kind of cop are you? I'm a sorry
I'm
cop.
Gary, Yellow Man. I mean,
Oh, jeez.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
This guy sucks.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast.
Degenerates, this man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
I could do this. Say no is perfect.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocol.
He pronounces Revocon with a hard K, unlike other people.
You know anything about the Hanged Man?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
You as well.
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own. I like to pronounce it the hard way. The old way. The Vespertine way.
Yeah, Gary sucks.
It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake, probably.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sale. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Yes, our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
I'm gonna say native.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's...
All right. Bye.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water.
What's this about?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there, by the old boy bobbing in the water.
What? I want to see what was hidden. Okay. Oh, what do we got? Okay. Why do you care about a fire going into the ocean? Confusing. It's a trap. What do we got? New glasses. Nice. Into it. Okay. I'm tempted to go back. We're gonna get our dice. It's maybe not a wise move. Or let's try to go to the other... I'm trying to remember where each of the things are. The little things to check. Check the traps. Land's End. Northeast. Open the cryptozoologist camp. Okay, the boathouses west of the field building. I think that's actually where I am. We're trapped near the canal. Okay.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle confidently. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
I say nothing.
You set the apparatus back.
What do we got?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Let's say why as many bullet holes?
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least. Their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded, 10 meters away. Other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. The abundance of bullet holes leads to 2 options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality. Ordinary people, familiar, comrades. The 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld.
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Seizure Augustus says the beauty of this game is that everyone, even the really odious characters, are all victims of systemic violence and generational trauma. Gary's a piece of shit, but given his surroundings, why wouldn't he be? I think that's a fair discussion to be had. I think that's some of the stuff that I don't like in the writing of the game is it's just so cynical. And I'm just not, I don't know. I prefer things that are just a little more hopeful than that. And even when there's an explanation, someone had to sort of think up the lore and explanation, and I'm always like, still it's exhausting to play. Dude, I'm gonna get so much freaking cash. I'm so psyched. I'm gonna get my fancy dice. What's this? What the hat. Alright, 2 logic. Don't mind if I do. But that's just my opinion. Curious what other people think? No. Let's get out of here. How do I leave? Imagine poor pre-amnesia Harry. All the voices at max level screaming at him all the time. Yes. The tie. Everything. Okay, we're gonna do all the traps, I think. Oop, what do we got? It hasn't been used. Fine. Let's go up the coast this way, maybe. Nope, can't. Okay. This one last. That's what he says to do. I'm gonna be relatively quick because I want to get back to the shop like before it's closed. And I need to get to the dice lady too. Go in there. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try to go in here.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. Dripping water falls from a high place. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it. And a small layer of white salt from the sea.
No, I won't even try. I had a partner once. They called him Eyes because he had to show me things.
Oh.
It's that bad.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer.
Just not. Just not. Okay. Quick travel. Yes, I forgot that quick travel is a thing.
A metal payphone under a yellow platform.
Okay, pick up handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is in.
Sure, random number.
Calling. Still call. This feels wrong. End of tone.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
Why did I do that? Alright, well. Alright. Let's do some fast traveling. How do I fast travel? They keep saying that fast traveling is unlocked. And yet, how does one unlock it? Do y'all know how to fast travel? No, I want to try the freaking fast travel. Fast travel. I have to be near a fast travel point to be able to fast travel. Interesting. Or like signs or something. Well, I assume I'm near one, considering it just said I could. Is it a shirt or something?
Someone
Guy says
has
fast traveling
left
works in
an
front of the Whirling and
unidentified
Rags, the
article of
Shack,
clothing on this
Fishing Village,
railing.
and the church. Okay.
It smells really bad.
Take a
It's
closer
streaked
look.
with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of
Oh, this
seaweed.
is mine.
It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Why
It's
not?
a guano encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as
Sorry, dude. I'm a little freak. I want to pick everything up. Okay, grab the coins. Okay. Does fast travel? Because I would rock. Carrying any armor pieces? Yes, one. More church. Is this the church? What do we got? Church is a bit to the north. Okay. Feels like a church. Alright, we're gonna poke around this. This feels like where fast traveling's gonna be. Anyone see a sign?
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in the carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting. You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts
What's
to
so
It's the
modern?
contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law.
Oh, you initiate from the map just to be standing from the place
These
where it's
acts
allowed.
aren't
Okay,
called
thank
crimes
you.
as they would be for adults.
Confusing as hell.
Crimes committed by minors
should fix
are called
that.
delinquent acts. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
The padlock
Stable.
passes through. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing. This cheap,
Back
it'll
off.
be easier to break the staple than the lock.
Okay.
Also, that sticker is interesting. Somehow.
sticker?
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck. Au revoir sticker.
Alright, well.
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. Yes, the pulsing base.
Okay. Let's... Items, I have a new interactable. Oh, yeah.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. It occurs to
Got
you
it.
that you're not even holding the jacket itself. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey.
Gross.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands.
Ew.
Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster.
Alright, well, that was unfortunate. Okay, items. No, tools. This bad boy. Okay.
Heavy wooden doors, more than
Physical
twice your
instrument.
height, stand.
Okay, let's try. Okay. Okay, oops.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut.
Okay, look at the
This
padlock.
It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker,
that's
the
a
padlock
staple?
passes. Should you want to get
Maybe we
pry
should
bar.
circle the building first and look for another way.
there is a touch of
Okay,
guilt.
fair enough. Alright, well, let's see if we can fast travel, figure out that mechanic. Oh, travel here. Okay, great. And get some money, buy my dice, and then I think maybe call it a day. Put this crowbar away. It's kind of ominous. You're running around with a crowbar.
The tear machine stand. Your bottles clunk into
What? That's it? Okay, well, we have enough for the what's it called, so that's fine. But I feel a little ripped off. I agree, they should explain that better. Maybe they did and I just missed it, but I don't think so. The dice lady, she's here. Now I need to get my flashlight out. No! Wrong! There we go. Wow, I have just an incredible outfit right now, I'm realizing. It's looking good, you know. Give me the dice.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Came back to pick up my
Excellent.
die.
That will be 10 real for one set of magnetic dice. This was an especially fun set to make.
Cool.
Dazzling. It's like you have a pair of tiny disco
Neat,
balls
disco.
in your hand.
Alright, well, fun. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get all my electrochemistry clothes on, and then we're gonna try the mirror check. I feel like I have a bunch of white checks I can retry. Get out of here. Seems like we're going the long way around, but that's fine. Back through the bookstore we go. Had to Google it for your playthrough, yeah. It's not clear. This wasn't clear to me. Do a quick save. Oops. Been a minute. Okay. We want to check on the checks. I'm gonna go into my old room really quick, okay? Yeah, these jerks are here. Wait, hold on, not yet. Ah, okay. I want... Does this offer me anything fun? I don't know. Electrochemistry. Okay. Well, let's give it a go. Should we do a check on this? Think I'm gonna stop smiling
A
finally?
mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely
100%,
covered in
that's
steam
it?
anymore. You see yourself, the expression, fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're
Well,
still not accustomed to it.
let's see. Maybe we'll be lucky. Are we gonna do a vote? We don't have to, but it might be fun. I would like to think I'm feeling good about 42%. But also, now that I've said that aloud, it makes me think I will not get it. I'm not usually this zoomed in. Then after that, we'll look at our white checks and then likely just wrap up there. I'm thinking. Okay, ready? We're almost done with the vote. I think with the lag. 3, 2, 1.
It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
All right, then.
Yes?
Wanted to see if he would acknowledge that I'm no longer smiling. Let's check out my skill check. Oops. Tempted by this one. Cargo container door. We love that one. Okay. They're hard checks. I don't care about your check. Barbell, map wall. Alright, a lot of these are ones I don't really care about that much, and they're also very hard. That's good to know. Anyway, Okay, let's do a save. I'm no longer smiling, and I kind of miss it. Kind of miss it. Let's see if I can talk and
A
show.
mirror hangs on the bath.
Okay, well, let it be. All right. Well, that's where we're going to end it today. Let's see who else is streaming. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Let's raid. Let me see. All right, we're going to raid Hortonberry. I'll see y'all over there. One moment. One moment. Okay. Thank you, mods and friends. Make sure I'm spelling this right. Yes. Me? Alrighty. Thank you, friends. I should be back tomorrow at noon. I will not be streaming on Wednesday, but I should be streaming tomorrow at our regular noon time, and hopefully Thursday and Friday as well. We'll see. That'll be more TBD closer to then. Anyway, I will see you all later. Thanks, friends. Bye.